What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome to Automotive Life. My name is Lucky, and today we're going to be talking about, did EV sales actually increase for the month of March? So last week I went to an auto conference talking about all the things that were plaguing dealerships in the automotive industry, whether it was defaulting subprime loans, rising interest rates, and a big thing, lack of sales, but most of all, the lack of EV sales. Now, for the first time ever in the month of March in 2024, EV sales went up. So since this happened, I've seen Cox Automotive, a few other news companies talk about it, and the dealers and the bankers there were really excited because, okay, the trend is over, EV sales are gonna go up. So once it was finally my time to ask questions and talk about it, I kind of explained what I was thinking and why the sales actually picked up. And a lot of people were brought back down to earth, and I wanted to share this with you guys. I'd love to get your take on the actual situation. Now, the reason why I believe that EV sales actually picked up for March is because the fact that the resale value is absolutely plummeted on a lot of vehicles. And because of this, it's made them more affordable. If you were sitting on the sideline waiting for, a Tesla and they were $60,000, $70,000, but now you can purchase one for $40,000 or $50,000, now you're able to jump into that arena and actually buy these cars. Another reason why EV sales are going up is because of the tax credit on used cars. A lot of people are taking advantage of that and actually using that as a down payment to buy their next EV. Now, the last reason is because of tax season. Now, tax season is a very good time for the automotive industry. We get customers with very big down payments to come in and buy cars. And that's exactly what the banks want to see in today's economy. Now that we're facing record high defaults, record high delinquencies, banks want to see those big down payments. And on top of that, they're financing even less because of the tax credit and the lower prices. So all those things culminate into more sales. So I don't think this will be the trend moving forward. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things that are still blocking the EV market, especially when it comes to new EVs. They're giving out record high incentives, they're offering 0% with some makes and models, and they're just not moving. The big reason why is because people are worried about resale value. So as I told some of these bankers that they're buying a lot of used EVs and it's skewing the numbers. It's not brand new EVs because after that depreciation hit, now they're actually worth what they're really worth. So I want to share with you some of the cars that I'm seeing right now and how much of a price decrease we've seen. Now, I did a video like this last year going over all the EV prices and showing what they go for at auction, retail, and then what they're currently going for now. So all this stuff I'm going to be showing you is from Manheim, which is Cox Automotive, which is MMR. This is wholesale prices of what us dealers pay at auction for these vehicles. And all these vehicles I'm going to show you today are 2023s with low miles, and on top of that, the top of the line trim level. So first we're going to start off with a good economy car, which I actually like, is the Kia EV6. Now when this car was sold brand new, it was selling for around $48,000. Now, if we look right here, it says last year, there's no numbers there because obviously it was brand new. There's not a lot of them there, so there's not enough data. But if we look 6 months ago with 11,000 miles, these things dropped all the way to $35,000. That is a very fast fall. In the last 30 days, they dropped all the way to $25,500. So just in the last 30 days, they've lost $10,000 in value. Now, if we look over here, projected average is somewhere around $22,000 for next month. So if you look right there, that's one of the reasons why EV sold really well in the month of March. Because think about it, if somebody paid $48,000 for this EV6 and you could scoop it up for $35,000 to $25,000, you just saved 10 to 15K right off the top. That's a good deal. And now it's a manageable payment because remember, interest rates are rising. So that makes it more competitive. I think this is one of the reasons why we're starting to see that trend. But the EV6 is actually a really nice car. Now, the next car we're going to be talking about is a very popular one. It is a long-range Tesla Model 3 2023 year. Now, these things brand new, I think, were somewhere around the mid-40 range. And if you look right here, it says at auction last year, they were selling for about $39,600. Fast forward 6 months later, $30,000. So they lost $9,000 in value in 6 months. But if we look in the last 30 days, it's lost over $5,500 in value and dropped all the way to $24,500. And one of the reasons why I think this value is going to drop so quickly is because these are the same make and model years of all the cars that Hertz is dumping right now. Because remember, Hertz bought 100,000 of these Teslas to put out there and to rent out, and now they're flopping. Now they're basically fire selling them. So not only can you get a car at a good price, but once you add that tax credit, you're going to get a massive discount. Next we're going to be talking about is a 2023 Audi e-tron. Now these cars are absolutely beautiful. I made jokes about if I ever buy an EV, it'd probably be this one because I just like the way it looks. Now, these things were extremely popular during the pandemic. I remember people paying $10,000 to $30,000 over MSRP. So the one we looked at right now, MSRP'd for $128,000. So just imagine if somebody bought it for that, or they paid $20,000 over MSRP. So last year at auction, they were selling for about $107,000. Fast forward 6 months, they dropped all the way to $80,000. The last 30 days, we've hit $76,600. Now that's been a pretty quick flop. Now, if we look over here, next month, you're looking at about $67,000 is what they're projecting the average will be. Now, this is one of the great deals that we've talked about. Ed Bullion did a video about this on VinWiki. A lot of people are talking about how you can get amazing deals on these cars if you buy them brand new and it's only the e-tron GT. But what about all the used ones that are out there currently right now? This is what you're seeing. Now, the next one we're going to be talking about is the Rivian. Now, this is a beautiful truck. I think the build quality is much better than a Tesla Cybertruck. So we got one with all the bells and whistles. The MSRP on this one was like $110,000. So last year, this thing would sell at auction for $80,000. Fast forward 6 months, you're looking at $71,000. So they lost about $9,000 in value. But in the last 30 days, if you could see, they lost $11,000 in value just that quickly. Now, there's a few reasons why, but I'll explain after the last one. They're projecting that it's going to be around $58,000 next month. So one of the reasons why I think this particular EV is dropping in value is because there's a lot of turmoil when it comes to the actual company. People say they're going to go broke, they're not going to be around for the long term. Also, a lot of the parts for the Rivians are very, very expensive. There's a lot of videos out there where people literally get small minor dents in rear quarter panels and they total out the car because the whole quarter panel is $30,000. So people are starting to get afraid of buying these Rivians, and so they're starting to walk away from them. And that's why you see the massive price drop, almost 50% of its value in 1 year. Now, these are the trends we're going to be seeing moving forward with EVs. So I think that the EV sales going up trend is going to go as long as you get good deals like this, because if you're buying a $120,000 car for $50,000, it's a great deal. So a lot of people I think are going to gravitate to this because why buy maybe a 2020 Honda Accord when you can buy a 2023 Tesla for almost the exact same price? Now, most of you guys know I'm not a big fan of EVs, but there are going to be a lot of deals coming up here, and especially with tax credits, it is very desirable for people to get in there. Now, I'm wondering what's going to happen when banks start losing so much money. Are they going to require bigger down payments? Are they going to require better credit to get these things because they know that people are going to be so upside down? Now, just imagine the person that bought these cars before you paid almost $120,000 for most of these cars we talked about. That's absolutely outrageous. The Kia EV6, like I said, $20,000 upside down. And if you bought a Tesla, you're probably another $22,000 upside down as well. So I'd love to know your opinion on the EV market. Please put it in the comment sections below. What do you guys think of the vehicle values and the current state of the EV market? Like I said, sales went up for the month of March, but I don't think that trend's going to continue. Do you guys think that way too? I think EVs are just going to sit on some of these sales lots, especially with the brand new ones, because why buy something that's 1 year newer that looks exactly the same for almost twice the price? I want to thank you guys so much for watching again, and if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. We're on our move to hit 500,000 subs. And on top of that, follow me on Instagram at Lucky Lopez, and we'll see you next video.